Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you for joining me today for the awesome Aquarius May horoscope. Firstly, I'm going to draw two cards as theme cards for you and we'll move to the board right now. It's a quieter month. This month we do have a couple of major things, Pluto going retrograde and also Jupiter changing signs going into Gemini, but I'll talk about those directly. Firstly, let's do the cards and then we'll come back to those points. Okay, and your horoscope in depth, basically. So the first half of the month for Aquarius, what do I see? You might be good at very fine detailed work in May. I'm seeing somebody with, first I thought it was something for like calligraphy or something like that. And then it was like a little tool for woodworking, but I think it's just saying fine workmanship. It's sort of like a craft kind of energy. Any crafts that you do, whether that be knitting, crochet, patchwork, that sort of thing, or anything really crafty, making jewellery, whatever. The card that comes out for you, I'm going to go with that one there, is, okay, 10 of Pentacles. This is like success to do with your money. Money is such a feature this month. So many star signs, and also in the picker cards that I do every week, money seems to be the suite that's come up the most. And so I think people are very focused on their money, but there's some success around the corner for you, awesome Aquarius. And it is a result of the craftsman-like nature of the work that you've done, or depends how you define work, but it's something to do with investments, maybe real estate. See this big house in the background here. So it could be that you're buying or selling real estate, or you've inherited real estate, something like that as well. It's saying ultimate success is likely, because see, she's wearing gold here. That's the solar plexus. That's the ability to get work done, completed, and be successful at it. Even if it's not paid work, even if it's just working towards something around the home or something like that, it's likely to be successful and you'll do it. Lots of celebrations, sense of achievement, feeling good about yourself because you've achieved something. So 10 of Pentacles, keep that in mind. And the second half of the month, what do I see for you, awesome Aquarius? What's this here? Chain around her waist with a circle on, completion. A circle is completion, and it's saying that you might have been chained to a spot, chained to a house, chained to a location or something like that, and now you're making changes. The chain is making changes, you see. So something's completing so that a new beginning can begin. The card that comes up in the second half of the month, I'm going to go for that one. It's the King of Cups, feeling very pleased with what you have accomplished. This is somebody who is a master of their emotions. They've felt from the highest highs to the deepest lows, especially here in the subconscious. So it's a person of great character. This energy is like a generous sort of nature, somebody who's really in touch with what's going on with themselves, and because of their journey, they're likely to have great compassion and they could help you out in some way. And there's been success around this person as well, because now this person feels peace and contentment, okay? It can be a woman. Don't get put off by the king nomenclature here. But if it is a woman, it's likely to be a woman over, say, 50 or postmenopausal, somebody who's got a lot of experience, very in touch with the emotions. And see this colour here, the indigo, it's like the colour of the third eye, so the ability to have intuition and to, clairvoyantly see what's going on. He's seated on a shell with a shell at the back, with the sun here in the background as well. And so in touch with his deepest feelings, but still being practical and logical at the same time, still being insightful. So this is likely to be quite a positive month for you, dear Aquarius. Now, let's make this a bit bigger for you. I'll go like that. Okay. And we'll go like that. So keep these cards in mind. All right, most of the activity in the bottom half, this is actually the northern hemisphere. So this is saying a lot's going on underneath the surface. You're not making everything public. It's not out there in the world. Still waters run deep, and if you can see that water there, you'll see it is very still. There's no white-capped waves or anything like that. So on the surface you may seem calm, but there is a lot going on underneath, but you probably are feeling calm as well. Okay, no aspect patterns to begin the month, and we'll talk about the moon. Therefore, the new moon here in Taurus on the 7th of May. This is in your house of home and family, new beginnings. I feel like you could be working around the house. I might be biased on that point. I feel like there's a lot of work around the property. If you have a property, that is. It could be also to do with family. Maybe you're going out to family members' places and helping them at home. There could be just new beginnings in the family. Maybe somebody falls pregnant, or maybe the other thing might be you have really close friends that are similar to family members. So it's a wonderful month close to home, okay, with new beginnings. The full moon is up here in Sagittarius, and it is on the 23rd of the month. This is bringing a culmination or completion around your friends, groups and associates, also any groups that you may join. And it could be that something comes to a head. If you've had a bit of a, not a falling out, but a discussion with a friend or a connection or in a group, it could come up to a debate and it comes to a head, but it's going to be resolved one way or the other. Sometimes this can be a bit tumultuous, but I don't think it will be, because there's still waters run deep, but it doesn't mean that it's tumultuous. So I think it's just going to be a matter of fact. You're not happy about some point and you're just going to say it, okay? Tell it like it is and all of that. Okay, now moving on, Pluto is retrograde in your sign, so you're probably going to feel this a lot. Pluto is associated with transformation, great change at a very deep level. Particularly as this is retrograde, you're likely to feel it inside yourself. And it's the 2nd of May it goes retrograde until the 12th of October. It will then move into, during that time it's retrograde, it will move into Capricorn and be in your subconscious, okay, so dredging even deeper. But certainly for May, this month, it's in your sign here. So things will come to mind and, you'll need to resolve them, or they'll resolve themselves, because, Pluto just moves on its own, as the planets all do. But, it's not something that's debatable or something you can negotiate about necessarily. It's just going to happen anyway. Pluto is also associated with birth, death and rebirth. So like the phoenix rises from the ashes. You could have a falling out with someone and then it all starts up again, transform, that relationship transform, and you're on another footing, so to speak. But in your sign here, it's probably to do with the way that you present yourself to the world, the way that you're perceived, getting your message out into the world, your identity, what you think about yourself. It's like you want to be more authentic and get the real you out into the world, rather than, just the, paper mache version of people, especially that you see on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if it's something peculiar about Australia and probably New Zealand too, but we just can't be bothered to do that kind of stuff. Okay, moving on. Mercury in Taurus on the 15th until the 3rd of June. Here, going into your house of home and family. Mercury is about travel, but it's also very much about communications, but also transactions. You might be putting a lot of, getting your plastic out and swiping your plastic a lot. So putting a lot on the credit card or the debit card to do with your home or family this month. And there is a lot of activity there, and these planets are moving through and they're going to go into Gemini. So this is the Sun Venus and Jupiter going into Gemini on the 20th, 23rd and 25th of the month. Okay, so this is going to bring a lot of happiness, leisure, entertainment, pleasure, maybe even romance, and you could just be playing around having a great old time. Okay, it might be that you did a lot of work around the house, or maybe to do with a family member, and it all worked out one way or the other, and then you're enjoying yourself and sitting back feeling the contentment and the happiness from Venus, the Sun and Jupiter. Venus can bring great warmth and affection, the Sun insight, security, safety, happiness, and Jupiter brings a ton of more energy. Sometimes it's about education and learning, and so children could be involved here as well. You may be spending more time with children, actual physical children, or it might be your own inner child, or you think you're dealing with adults but they're not, they're still children. Especially if you're entertaining, you're just going to have a fun time. So that's looking like a pretty good month for you, awesome Aquarius. So, maybe stay close to home because so much energy down here, but entertaining close family, friends, or being with your family is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you found this useful. Please leave a comment and a like, that would help me a lot. And if you're new, subscribe and be live. Okay, have a wonderful month, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now.